Hello, sim racers, and welcome. Tonight it's Friday and live streamed. Perfect day. Um, First of all, thank you so much for. We are over 4,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. It's amazing, and you keep coming, and you keep the number just goes up and up and up. So it's fantastic. Thank you so much for that, and thank you, Marzak. Made 8.99 Polish, I think, something currency. Thank you so much. Great, really, really. Thank you about this. So what are we going to do tonight? Well, first of all, I'm sober, relatively, and we are going to practice because practice makes perfect, and it is very important. So where are we going to practice tonight? Tonight, let me change the camera so that you don't have to watch just my stupid little face or big face. um, so tonight we are going to practice at the Redline Motorsport practice server, because after tomorrow, Sunday, uh, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, always Central European time, so 15:00, uh, we are having a 3 hours endurance race with driver swaps on the Redline Motorsport server with, of course, Kevin Minolin and Gergo Pankipavus. So we're gonna be there. Hello, everybody. I'm looking at the chat. All the people are coming on the chat. Great, great to see you, Konstantinos Beliagos. What are you saying, man? Come on. All right. So we're going to practice. We are going directly into this server. I think there's still place. I hope so. We are using the Aston Martin V12, and we are going to use the original livery, the number 760. We are not using a custom livery this time because last time we had a greenish color and I hate it. So I said, guys, either we are capable of doing a proper livery, or we're going to use the the original authentic library of the Aston Martin, which I love. It's fantastic. And we didn't have time. Honestly, we were too tired to do a proper library. So authentic library it is. Connect. Let's go in. All right. So good setup. We have already made some setup because I already did some practice. And I'm sorry I didn't share it with you, but I needed some time to, practice myself and get a little bit better. And I managed to do so yesterday for an hour or so. We have an idea about the setup. I'm gonna show it to you, and then I'm gonna post it so that you guys can try it if you like it. Um, uh, so practice. Why practice is so important? Now, I've seen lately on the Reddit Assetto Corsa Competizione subreddit, which is fantastic, and I invite you to go and join it and read. It's always a very nice place to read about, as usual with everything about Reddit. And there was a guy saying, I'm watching the videos and I'm trying, but I'm not getting any better. What am I doing wrong? And what is happening? And it is frustrating. So practice. Why you need practice, and you need to have patience. Driving is something really very difficult. You have to keep under control many things. Uh, Reference points, where to brake, where to turn in, where to position your car, what the car tells you from the audio, from the visual, and from the first feedback of the wheel. React to this. Go out, get the apex, exit from the apex, apply acceleration, maybe rotate the car a little bit, react again, try to be proactive, as I said. So all of those things are extremely taxing to your brain, right? So what practice give you? the more you practice and you try to stay on the road and do all that stuff without necessarily being faster, okay, just keep doing it and keep doing it. The more you do this, the more your brain creates connections that make some of the movements automatic. So you don't have to think about it, but some of the movements become automatic. More movements and reactions become automatic, okay, and more your brain has extra bandwidth to cope with the rest of the stuff that you still have to, take care of. And so the more your brain can focus and have extra bandwidth for those stuff, the more you can focus on it and the more faster you become. Okay? So practice creates that, creates automatisms, auto creates memories. Sorry about that. Creates memories and connections, or that some part of the driving action becomes semi-automatic. Some parts, okay. The more parts become semi-automatic, so where to look to start braking, how much pressure on the brakes, how much to turn, all that stuff becomes more and more automatic for a specific car and a specific track, okay, the specific circuit. More of that stuff becomes automatic, and more you free up your brain and you give him time to focus on the little extra details, and those little extra details makes you faster and faster and faster. So that's why we train, and it is important. And most importantly, because all of that requires time and training, you need to have patience. You need to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And at some point, some people, get better day by day. Some people get better month by week, some month by month. I'm doing this stuff for almost 30 years and I'm still learning, and I'm getting faster or slower depending how much training I get. So yeah, keep on training. All right, so let's say hi to the people on the server. Hi all, which is always a polite thing to do if you are in a free practice. I mean, I know that social media and everything have make us a little bit too, mm, you know, not very connected and realistic with the people. But my idea is, act online in the same way as you act in real life. You go into a bar, you're not like into the bar and start drinking your coffee or your beer or whatever. You say hi to the people, right? So do the same, and you can see on the chat how people react. It's always a nice thing. Uh, let's see a little bit the chat before we start, because today I'm not gonna talk a lot. I'm gonna drive much more. Okay, so let's see. All right, so keep in mind, guys, your lap times. I see a 2.01.2, which is fantastic, for example. But keep in mind, as you can see up here, the server and the race, it's gonna be with pretty realistic temperature. So sorry about that. We have 34 degrees ambient and 44 Celsius degrees on the asphalt. It is extremely hot. The engines suffer, the tires suffer. It's all really, really bad. So automatically, everything goes up in lap times. Great, some great people joining. Fantastic, really cool to see people joining. All right, so let's start. Madsen84 says, loves my explanation. Thanks, mate. Graphite asks, can you explain me the real quick what tire set does and the numbers? I never understood them. Well, here's the thing. In GT3 championships, depending on the kind of race, so sprint race, uh, 3 hours endurance race, 6 hours endurance race, 12 hours endurance race, 24 hours. Okay, depending on the race, the rules dictate that you have a limited set of tires. And by set, we mean all four of them. So, for example, if I remember correctly, in sprint races, which are just 1 hour, you have five tire sets. So 5 multiplied by 4 is 20 tires, 20 tires for the whole weekend. That's all you have. So for two sessions of free practice, 2 sessions of qualifying, and the race, 2 races actually, because you have race 1 and race 2, you have 5 sets of tires, and that's all you can use. So that means that you cannot use your tires, as if they are infinite, as we usually do on all other sims. Uh, you have to be careful and use the same tire set again and again and again on practice 1, for example. Second tire set again and again and again every time you go out of the pits for practice 2, so that you keep 3 more sets fresh, right? You're gonna use one fresh tire set for qualifying, and another fresh tire set for qualifying 2, and then you're going to use those two for race 1 or race 2 again. So you need to take into account that for 24-hour races you have again a limited set, but there's plenty. So I won't say it is infinite. You have to be a little bit careful, but there are plenty. You can do the practice and qualifying sessions and the race without big problems. All right. I hope this explains to you. If there is something extra, let me know in the questions, and maybe we can see later. All right. So let's check. Let's check the setup. So as I said, we worked a little bit on the setup, and I think we are into something. Whoops. Sorry about the noise, maybe. And I think we're into something nice. Here is our setup. So what we did mainly? Well, first of all, you might notice we're using a little bit less camber all around, because since it's so hot, it is so hot, with less camber, we are trying to use a little bit, to create a little bit less heat on the tires, and, try to combat the overheating. We are not making it, uh, perfectly, but we try to combat the overheating. Traction control is 1 and ABS it's 3, mainly because this car is a bit old and the traction control is old. So at 1, it still engages way too much, and in not so nice way, but it is as it is. You have to, take care of it. My camera is too high. Okay, my camera is too high. Let me see. No, seems okay to me. Ah, you cannot see the track temp. This is it. I mean, can you see the mouse or not? Yeah. All right. So, what else we did? As you can see, wheel rate is similar, but what we did is that because this car is not so much um, pitch sensitive, because it doesn't have actually a diffuser. There's no diffuser into that car. Uh, yes, Kirill, I'm going to stream the race. Kirill asks if I'm going to stream the race. Absolutely, yes. Good evening, Frederick. So, as I was saying, this car is not particularly pitch sensitive, because it has a good splitter at the front, yeah, but it has no diffuser, so there are no big aero differences if when the car goes into pitch. So what we did, we tried to make the front of the car to be able to absorb and cope the asphalt better, because as you know, into this circuit at Bathurst you have plenty up and downs, and the asphalt is bumpy. Then you go downhill, and there you have off camber, in camber, all things happening. So the more your tires can absorb all that movement, the better it is. You cannot do it with all cars, but with this car you can do it. So we have raised the bump stop range to a number that is pretty much impossible for almost all of the other cars that have a big diffuser. So This at least permits, the suspension to move freely, and the car is still drivable. And because of the big weight at the front of the car, well, there was also another thing. This car, because it doesn't have a diffuser, it seems that the more wing you put at it, the better it goes, the faster it goes. It needs a higher rear wing, okay, to generate downforce. And you need downforce on top of the mountain because you see how it is the road. You need your car stable. But obviously, yes, lower the car height would help, but unfortunately, you then scrap everywhere because of how this circuit is. So you have the other problem, So you have to do a different compromise. Um, and so we needed lots of rear wing, but obviously lots of rear wing generates also lots of understeer. So what to do? Uh, Gergo helped me there. He had a very nice idea into that. He said, "Okay, let's try to lower a little bit the bump stop range at the rear, and that permits us, to go when we are accelerating, and this is where the understeer hits us, on acceleration. Uh, we have the first part of the suspension that moves freely at the normal wheel rate, which is fine. But then when we accelerate hard, it goes over the bump stop, it becomes stiffer, and permits us to rotate the car. And that gives us, eliminates a little bit of the understeer, permits us to rotate. We also worked on the dampers, as Madsen84 says. And you can see here we have plenty of rebound damping, again, to help the car rotate. And the aero, you can see it here, 8 degrees of rear wing. We sacrifice a little bit of front, of top speed, but we need the wing. Um, Remind me to tell you a story after we have done some laps. Um, Kirill, I think. Sorry, mate. I'm having difficulties to read Cyrillic. I always make some confusion with the E and the Ya and those letters. Sorry about that. But he asks, can you damage the floor in these bumps or curbs and lose speed because of it? No, you cannot damage the floor, but you do lose a lot of speed when you are, scrapping, or if you are, jumping, because you hit the curb and you jump, or you hit the bump on the road and you jump. So it's very, very hard. uh, well, it was Frederick. It was understeering pretty much everywhere, so we had to rotate it somehow. Yeah, Kirill. Thanks, Kirill, for explaining that it's Kirill, which is the same as Kirill. Anyway, watch the chat. Fantastic, this this exchange. All right, so let's go. Let's go. Let's actually no. Let me put full fuel here. Almost 110 should be enough. New tire set, and let's try. Well, let me add some laps of Motec, because Kevin Blanchett asks if I do some Motec analysis at some point for this race prep. Let's add some telemetry laps if I have the mental capacity after the training and the and the time. Maybe we can have a look. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So what's the oh dear, 2.00.8. Jesus. 2.1, 2.1, 2.3. I'll be happy with 2.3. I think we are here with full fuel, of course. I hope those guys. Now, here is a very nice thing you can do on a chat. So, for example, do not ask for a setup. It's annoying. Everybody, what's your setup? How you are so fast? Don't do this. I mean, it's like, permit me to do an example. It's like going into a bar. You see a very nice woman or very nice man, whatever is your preferences, and you go straight to him and say, "Let's have sex." Don't do that. Ask his name, see how it is. I mean, so here's what we're gonna ask. We're not gonna ask for a setup. We're gonna say, "Wow, I hope the 2.0 flat lap times are with qual fuel. That's it. And then we're gonna see if somebody is gonna, reply to us. Be polite. What's my name? Kevin Law says, what's my name? My name is Aristoteles. All right. All right. Somebody is probably gonna reply to us, hopefully. Okay, okay. Let's go. Oops. Cold tires. Very cold tires. Let's go to the garage, into the setup, so that the tire blankets get put on again. Tire set 1 and back. All right. Okay. Up goes the noise. V12, baby. And I just let the engine die. Well done, Aris. Kevin Law, come on, man. Okay, let me concentrate a bit. My frame rate is a little bit too low. Maybe I have to check this. Frame rate is low. Always having trouble with this forest term. Forest. Yeah. Ooh, forgot to broil. Ah! Oh god, I forgot. Where am I going? Okay, just let me go to the pits and change the graphics options, because I forgot it to full quality, like when I'm streaming for you guys, when I'm alone practically. So let me just go here, stop. Okay, so options. By the way, did you know, so we can put it on this nice playlist that I'm creating. So did you know that you can go into the videos and you can change your options and you can save it in a preset like this. You see, you can save your preset and then you can just load the preset and you have it here, which is very handy, because you can have different presets for making a video or watching a replay, or going alone. You can have a preset for AI, offline racing, which needs more CPU, or you can have a preset for normal races or for big grid races like 80 cars. So yeah, that's very handy here. Just apply. You can do it directly while driving. All right. So back, return to garage, setup, and yeah, new tire set. All right. Okay, let's try like this. Hopefully, it's a little bit better. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Let's. Should I let this guy go? Okay, let's try. Ooh, it's coming fast. Ooh. Ah. All right. Let's build some speed. Hey. I think it's gonna be more than 50 teams, something like that. 50 teams, I think, on the race on Sunday. Yeah, front tire is gonna be like this for the whole race. There's nothing you can do practically. The car, you know, it has high center of gravity, and it doesn't have. It has a lot of weight at the front, so it's also very hot. So you just cook them. Race is organized by Redline Motorsport. Go check their website, redlinemotorsport.co.uk. It's one of those great leagues that organize great races. Another one is Octane Racing, I think, for Down Under, and many others. But you know, there are some leagues over there that they are doing amazing job. I highly recommend that you go to our official forums, ask, you know, for where you can have some great racing, and you'll see many people advising and offering you service to go race with others. It's really great, really great. They're doing an amazing job. Yep. Oh, we have another Aston Martin coming behind us very fast. And they made me mistake. Oop, that thing here. Let's see if we can follow this guy and see how much fuel he has. Oops. Yes, I will upload plenty of setups, guys. Setup looks good, right? Turns. It does whatever I want it to do. Almost. Oh, whoa, that was close. Code Brown, Code Brown. Whoa. Code very brown. Ah, he's going away. That Aston is faster than you. A bit too late on the brakes there. Can hear how the traction control engages, but that's all you can do. You can modify a little bit your lines so that you exit more straight and let the car have more traction, but down the deeper the engine does so many noises. It's like it's gonna break in two any minute. Which one is the Audi corner? I don't remember. So this is turn 1. Oops, don't get the inner curb. Turn 2. Turn 3. This one. I prefer first gear, it helps the car turn in better. Bam! That Mercedes practically disappeared from me downhill. I don't know how he did it. Probably very low wing, and that's why probably I caught him so fast downhill. Now, normally for a race, you want a little bit less wing so you have top speed. But honestly, on Mount Panorama, I mean, this is, you know, survival mode. It's not, oh, I'm gonna, you know, overtake people. No, no, you need to survive. So who cares? Remember guys, we are full fuel load, full. And I intend to do 1 hour. Yeah, sure. I can change the MFD. By the way, did you know that this thing here is the MFD, a multifunctional display, and normally it is the insert key on your keyboard, and you can change it. And obviously you can assign any button or your steering wheel or button box or whatever. So you can change in many different information panels, like that. So now we can see on top here the temperature, the condition of the track, and the wind, which is very important when the when the weather is, variable. And here's another very nice thing that you can check. So for example, you have a panel that you like. If you keep pressing the button, it goes away, but it remembers the panel that you had. So if I do one single press, and goes back to the same panel. So that's a very nice information if you didn't know. Just overtook a car and I didn't see it. So where was it? Outside bounds? Outside the track? Maybe. Someone just got wings and flew away. A bit too late on braking here. So hot, 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 hot. At least tire pressures are pretty good. No, I'm not very happy with this pace, but to be honest, I'm not trying really hard right now. Yeah, the V12 definitely it's not an easy car. But, as long as I'm staying out of the walls, that's the main thing. Because this race here, it doesn't matter how well prepared you are. If you go and, touch the wall, it's the end of it. Move this thing out of the way. Adrian Amulescu, best people are doing 2:01:02, but probably not on this type of hot weather, because otherwise they're gonna cook their tires. So I expect them to do occasionally 0.1 or 0.0, and then having to cool down a little bit, because we do have 44 degrees of asphalt temperature, which is a lot. Have no lags either here. Ooh, a bit too hot into that turn. See how the car scrapes the ground. Yeah. Just, you know, yeah, I don't drive CP races because I don't have the time, and I like to take this as an opportunity to get close with you guys and have some fun and feel, you know, the sim for what it is. I don't want to go too much into the competition. I might do a couple, but I've always been, you know, a legal guy or single race guy, wild card, stuff like that. Come on, V12, come on. Get the slipstream. Nice. All right. Nice. Come on, traction control, let me drive. Leave me alone, I know what I'm doing. Ooh. Oof. Every time down the downhill, I just cannot breathe. It's amazing. Nah, close to 100 I think. Tire times are close to 100. 98, 100. Something like that. But it's still good, I mean, as long as it doesn't becomes orange, then it's good. Obviously, it's not perfect, but still drivable. I'm losing some grip, but also the car becomes a little bit lighter, and that gives me a hand. Lost a little bit of stability down there. Yeah, 45 degrees. You can see the here, guys. 45 degrees on top of the panel. Tough. Yeah. No. Ooh, plenty of cars behind me. Of course, that yellow flag, and I really got scared. During the Audi turn, you have no visibility whatsoever. Oh, 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 oh. And I've just lost another 5 years of my life. It's gonna be a terrible, terrible race. Oh, don't watch the chat, Aris. Don't watch the chat. Aha, Phil is in front of me. This guy is gonna, just disappear completely. I don't even know why he let me go. He can lap me in about 1 lap. Whew. Ah! The pink Audi is on top of me. Let me go. Ah, come on. Remember guys, a practice session, no need to be very aggressive. See, he just made an error. Mistake. And another one, and another one, and another one. I just want to keep my pace and see what the tires will do. Ooh, my turn. Okay, we saved it. Oh, come on, come on. Fuck. Ah! Okay, just a slight scratch. No big deal. Ah! Whoa! Oh! Now that's not good. How many laps? 16 laps. Yeah, that's we shouldn't make it happen during the race. Let's see if the car still goes. Not so much. No. Bend the car. Let's do a lap with the car broken and see how it reacts, so that at least we have an idea if this happens, you know, during the proper race. Which is not good news, but it's an opportunity to see how it goes. No understeer here. Let's tell that guy that we're gonna go into the pits. Okay. Right, so we have 51 liters of fuel left and dry 2 tire sets. So what we can do here is go to the garage, fix the car. Fuel strategy. We are going to put this to 51 because did you know, guys, that in aero and only practice sessions, offline or online, you can use the fuel load test. What does this mean? It means that you put full fuel on your car Then you go into aero, you go this down to whatever number you want, and the car automatically rises up to a right height that it would be the same as if you're into the race and you keep losing fuel, you're consuming fuel, so the car has less weight. So we're going to put this into 51 and choose the number 2 tire sets. We can also see, wow, the wear right here, which is not so low. It's going to be difficult for a full race. And then we go back again. Back again. And let's keep on going. The arrow that Adrian Adamescu says this doesn't work properly. Well, it does. You might have some discrepancy inside the user interface of the setup, but the actual physics when you go outside the track works properly. Don't be afraid of that. Unfortunately, yes, we have some discrepancy in the user interface. We will try to fix that properly and make it work better. But it does happen because of the damping while you are into the pits. The dampers don't let the car, take a set as good as they should. Anyway, let's focus back. Ooh, what happened? Fuck. What happened? Did I touch the inner wall? Come on, mate. Yeah, on track you can be certain that it works properly. Don't be afraid about that. All right, let's try to focus. I'm losing focus. Oh, come on. Come on, V12. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, obviously. Slipstream affects the downforce greatly. Everything is dynamic in terms of aerodynamics. Everything is simulated. Even the side winds that they are provoked by the car moving forward. Ah, bad entry. I lost the apex. Well, we choose the V8 because the V12 because we could, you know. It's about the experience. Whew. To be tired already. But Aris, how can you be tired already? You've been driving only for half an hour. Yeah, that's a little bit of, you know, I have a little bit of an issue because I've been driving and tweaking values for the whole day. So yeah, but it's okay, it's okay, it's cool. And this is day after day after day. But it's, I'm really lucky to be able to do this job. It's really a passion coming true. So really grateful about that. Oh, come on, come on. Turn. Yeah, the front tire starts to give plenty of understeer. This is expected. Yeah, too much understeer. Oof, just washes out. Also, the car becomes light at the rear, and so more front weight bias, more trouble. Let's see if I can fix a little bit of that by going back by 2 or 3 clicks on the brake bias. Let's see if that helps me. Maybe a little bit better. Yeah, I'm working from home, mate. One more click. Rear brake bias. Yeah, Kuno's team is really all over the world. Kirill knows something about it. See how much better the car turns to the right hand turns, because the left front tire is still better. But The right front tire is in terrible condition. Terrible condition. And overheats. And because it is so worn out right now, it also goes down in temperature. That's another problem. Let's focus a little bit and see if we can improve. Braking was a little bit better. Let's go another click down. 2. Let's die like heroes. So we went practically from 65.6 to 64.6. That's quite a bit. Yeah, I think it's better though. I'm Greek. I'm Greek. I came here to Italy in 1992 when I was 18 years old to study medicine. But, you know, life has ways, and here I am now, 47 years old, doing simulators, which is great. Much better than medicine, I have to say. At least for me. Ooh. A little scary here. Those Audis are so fast. Leave me alone. Thanks, Angelo. Let's see if we can stay close to this guy. Kalunga JPEGs asks if the grip of the track is lower at the start and higher at the end. Yes, of course. It changes dynamically. Ooh! Code brown, code brown! Is that media? I'm coming to get you, bitch! V12 power, baby! Probably on very, very warm tires. Usually he's very, very fast. Is Marco here? Marco is here. Marco! Ciao, Marco! I'm gonna die. Yellow flag! What's the temperature of the truck? 44. Damn. Feels so hot and slow. Creating a train behind me. The soul train. Yeah. Wall and rev limiter. And out at the left. I'm faster. Come on, V12. Oh, we are gonna die. I can't make the turn. Yeah. I've got worn down tires. It's not fair. Whee! What is bad with hot and slow? I don't know, maybe a little bit wet. Haha. We remind you, this show is not for kids. Ooh. Ooh, ah. And that is our dynamic understeer at high speeds. Very nice. Yeah, I think my tires are done. Completely done. Okay, let's go back to the pits because I'm dead tired and the tires are done. Whee! Whew. That was hot. All right. Uh, Back to the garage. Setup. How's it going, guys? What's up on the chat? All right. Boncha, bonka, bonka maybe. I don't know. So Tsipsu, right? 315 asks, is there a difference between the tire pressures? I mean, I was told that less tire pressure equals more grip, more tire touches the ground, and more tire pressure equals more pace, less tire. No, it doesn't work exactly like this, especially because we're talking about radial tires. Now, radial tires need to have the correct pressure to maintain the correct footprint, because otherwise, because they are so rigid on the sidewalls, if you have too low pressure, then it will flex in a way that the footprint just raises up and doesn't touch the ground properly and becomes smaller. So you have less footprint, so it doesn't work so well. Um, Now, usually those tires do run very low pressures, much lower than your street road tires, for example, because they are more rigid. But that doesn't mean that you have to go as low as possible. You have to be in a good range. And with those Pirelli GT3 tires, a good range is from around 26.5 to 28, let's say 27 to 28, somewhere PSI, somewhere around there. So you put your tires here while almost cold, and then you go out to the track and you check and see if when you are at the track the hot pressures are around 27 to 28. Okay, so this is more or less. Now it's also true that higher pressures uh, make the tire be more like this, let's say, and this means that you have less rolling resistance, so you have more higher top speed. But maybe 1 kilometer more top speed gives you nothing. You gain all the speed in the turns. That's where you need the speed. So Less camber, the V12 drives better. Can you confirm that? Not exactly. Uh, Here what happens. Um, Less camber makes the tire less snappy. Okay, it gives a tiny bit, maybe a tiny bit less grip, but makes the tire less snappy and gives less surface heat, because we also have the surface heat simulated here, but we don't show it because normally in all those cars you cannot check the surface flash heat, as they say it, because it goes up and down very fast. So less flash heat, less surface heat makes the tire less snappy, and makes it, work in a more homogeneous way. It's easier to control. Now it might has a tiny bit less grip, but it's easier to control. So that's why you might think it works better. Okay, let's see what we have with tire set 2. Oh dear. Now that's a lot of tire wear, but it is something we have to deal with, and we can't do much. Yeah. Front is always snappy for me, so I reduce the camber. What can I do else? If we're talking with the V12, because the car has less speed sensitivity, you can raise a little bit the bump stop range here, so there is more space for the suspension to work, and that will also make it less snappy. Be careful, too much will make the car, rotate. But with the V12, with the Aston Martin that doesn't have any rear diffuser, you can work with less front bump stops. Uh, GBC Dark says, first time watching you live. Your streams helping me a lot lately. So much knowledge. Thank you very much. Thank you, mate, for coming and visiting online on the stream. Thank you so much. I have blister everywhere. I have moderate blister. That's why, do you remember, guys, I told you, turning left, I had lots and lots of understeer because we have lots of tire wear and some moderate blister, because you saw the tire was overheating. Uh, we tried, our setup is made in a way to limit a little bit the heat, but we cannot do miracles. That is what I was saying. Sim racers are used from older tires, from older sims, like Assetto Corsa 1, to control every single number and be able to, make every single number perfect. That's not reality. In reality, the real driver, you know, if you have 45 degrees asphalt as we had before, you are going, in reality, you're going to complain via radio and tell, your pit crew, the car has, no grip at the front, and I have understeer, this sucks, the car is terrible. And you know what they're going to tell you? Deal with it. That's how it is. Deal with it. Maybe, push a little bit the brake bias, make the car rotate more, try to be, more soft with the steering wheel, but you have to deal with it. That's how it is. That's reality, and that's how you should do in Assetto Corsa Competizione. Is there any rough number for a maximum difference of outer and inner wear of the tire? Well, if you are almost 0.2, as we are here, you're fucked, pretty much. I mean, this is not so good, not so good. But on the other hand, we are at the end of the stint, so we know the circuit is difficult. So, and more importantly, the car is difficult. The car is really bad on the tires because it has higher center of gravity, so it has more weight transfer, and more weight transfer means more load on the outside tires. More load on the outside tires means more wear. Johannes Grayling says, my pit stop video helped him to gain a lot of positions in his race last night. Go! That's the way you do it. He was last after failing to click drive, damn it, and finished 11th in a 28 car race. Go pit stop. All right, I have a zero. Why do I have a zero? I don't know. All right, so what should we do? We have 14 minutes. Let's put fresh tires. Put something like 30 liters, something like that. I need to be Hamilton's engineer, deal with his beats. Yeah, it's all, theater. I mean, he's so good, he can do, and he has obviously the best car, but he's also very good, because you have to admit it. And all that stuff is theatrics, Oh, I'm in trouble, Dimi, tell me what to do. And you're still winning. I mean, just anyway, every driver has its own style. Is the optimal pressure different for different tire loads? Uh, yes, but more importantly, different tire loads make your tire flex differently. All right, so you end up needing more or less pressure to have more or less flex, because the flex is dealt and dynamically changed by the pressure of the tire. If the pressure is correct, then you have less flex, so you have more grip, and vice versa. By the way, Niels is asking me things, but he's so much better than me in making physics, especially in the math parts. If you don't know who Niels how Heusingveld. It's even more difficult than Greek. If you don't know who Niels is, he is the main brain behind many modes and automobilista physics. He's an amazing guy. And he also does amazing high-level, professional-level pedals and hardware. So go visit his website and his YouTube channel, because he's doing amazing stuff on his YouTube channel, also explaining many nice things about physics. Um, Johannes Grayling says brake pads 1 are for sprint races, brake pad 2 for endurance, brake pad 3 for rain, and brake pad 4 for qualifying. No, brake pad 4 is for your own, just to see that it works, the physics underneath it works. Do not use them. They're not better than brake pads 1. They're just there because we wanted you to show that what happens, and do also some practice, what happens when the brake pads and the brake discs have a lot of wear, and what happens to your brake pedal and how the car reacts. So that's why we put them in there. They're like brake pads for hill climbing, so to say. So don't ever use them except for practice, if you want to see how the car and your brake pedal will react with very worn out brakes. Adrian Amulescu says you have blister because your front toe is zero. No, blister happens when the tire is very hot, especially on the inner core, uh, which means that if the tire is very hot, then it creates bubbles, actually bubbles because it boils, okay, and those bubbles slowly go up and manifest on the surface of the tire like, holes, and that's blistering. And of course, that creates a little bit of vibrations and a little bit of less footprint, and so you have less grip. So if anything, front toe in at zero helps you maintain the tire heat a little bit less, because at least when you're going straight, the tire doesn't scrub, because it goes just straight, and so you give the tire a little bit more time to cool down, if any. It's just the tiny things that maybe you can do. And yeah, yeah. What is better for V12? High front anti-roll bar or lower anti-roll bar? Lower is better, but then, depending on the circuit, the front end rolls too much, and it scrubs and touches the ground, and that's bad. So you have to find the compromise. As usual, as we said, there is no rule of thumb that you can go full soft or full rigid. You always have to find the operation window of the car. Maybe a stiffer arm. Well, the here's something that you guys have to know, and maybe you have to go back and watch one of my older videos. The weight shift happens anyway. The weight shift that happens because of the roll is minimal. Is minimal. The weight shift that happens because the car rolls more or less, and we're talking on those cars like 2 degrees of roll, okay, it really is minimal. It's like 60 to 80 kilos of weight shift, which is not bad, but it is minimal. So if you put a stiffer roll bar, you're gonna go from 2 degrees of roll to 1.8, 1.6. Doesn't change a lot. It changes like 5, 10 kilos. Now every little thing is important, but doesn't change this a lot. Uh, the big amount of weight shift is because of the centrifugal forces, which are not really forces, but ignore that. It's because you are into a turn, you have 1.5 lateral Z, and that 1.5 lateral Z means that you have 300 or 400 kilos of weight shift on the outside tires. This is what the problem is, right? Now, on top of that, of course, the higher the center of gravity and the more weight shift you have, because those lateral forces get applied to the center of gravity, and then this is a lever down to the tires. We have to make a live stream about that with some schematics, because talking about this like that, it's not easy to understand. But remember, the hundreds and hundreds of kilos of weight shift are because of the lateral forces. The weight shift because of the roll is in comparison minimal. The difference is minimal in comparison. Steer lock, just put in 900, and then the software, makes everything. I mean, it will be one on one. Usually the cars go from 360 to 540, something like that. Not much more. All right, so let's try a lap. There are 7 minutes. Let's try a couple of faster laps and see if we can pull low 03s. I'm a little bit tired now, so I don't think I'll be able to do a 02, but you never know. Let's see. Some noise. Let's make some noise. Ooh. Right. Haha, so much grip. Ooh. I have to readjust myself. Yeah, not good. MJ Pook says it's more difficult to do setups these days, unlike back in the GPL days. Absolutely. The real cars are much more complicated, and the simulators are way, way more advanced than the GPL era simulators. There's no doubt of it. And I'm not talking just Assetto Corsa. Any simulator out there right now is like the amount of complexity is out of this world in comparison to GPL. Uh, Obviously, I'm not objective, but I do believe that with Assetto Corsa Competizione, we've made some extra uh, results on simulation. There's some very tricky and beautiful things simulated in Assetto Corsa Competizione. But yeah, it's also true that setups is just the last part of the speed. Whoa! Yeah, thanks, Gergo. Right on time. Next time, maybe tell me when I hit it. Not good. All right, 0-3 low. Completely mistaken this one. Master, I can't read now your surname. We are preparing for the 3 hours endurance race with driver swaps of Red Line Motorsport server on Sunday, 3 o'clock Central European Time, so 15 Zulu Zulu. Haha. And I will be streaming. So Sunday afternoon, after some beers and lunch, come and join us. It will be fun. Go 0-3 flat. Nah. There's an 8-hour race. There are plenty of big races. Actually, tomorrow, what's the name? Can't remember right now. Help me, guys. That great legal from Australia. But I will post it on my Facebook page. Tomorrow they are doing a very long race, 8 hours or 12 hours, I don't remember, but very, very long endurance race, I think on Bathurst. So I will post it, make sure to check it out and join their live stream. It's gonna be fantastic. Octane Online Racing. Octane Online Racing. That's the name. Thanks, Cucumber. Ah. All right. Okay, we don't have time for another lap, so let's stop here. Okay, let's see a little bit the chat, see how you're doing. It's a pity we could do a 0.2, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, P11, it's not that bad. So what's going on? 6 hours, yeah. Octane Online Racing. Check it out tomorrow. I think they start pretty high, pretty early in the morning, right? And Apex Online Racing, 9 hours of Kialami tomorrow. I mean, we don't have yet, proper, how to say, Formula One or GT3 championships. Coronavirus puts us all inside our homes, and many races are abandoned. But virtual racing keeps going on, and we have plenty of legals to look at. When I'm planning to implement the kangaroos in Bathurst, ecology problems. Aurelio Oliveira says, Kuno's Racing Team, I only want two things from you. First, don't get disqualified. We will try. As you know, guys, we did driver's swap, but we were using a beta version to check some features. And obviously, everybody else worked, but our beta version didn't work, and we got disqualified. Go Kunos. And don't let Kevin do the math. Because, again, as maybe most of you know, uh, Kevin Minolin, Kevin Stack, has some amazing ability to calculate fuel for the race. Amazing ability. He's really, really very good. Like, he manages to remain without fuel, like on the last lap of the last corner of the last lap, or if he's not so good, on the penultimate corner of the last lap. Always great. Yeah, we won't let him calculate the fuel again. GT Kota is around right now, Saturday, Sunday. Nice to know. Yeah, please keep coming. The championship is great to have this information. And guys, don't be shy. Put the web links so that everybody else know where to go and what to watch and when, or maybe participate. All right. Okay. Let's. As I said, let's put some fresh tires. 35 liters is good. And do a couple of laps more. Couple of laps. Just for the fun of it. Let's see if we can make a 2:02 happen. It would be nice. But I need to focus. I cannot read the chart and doing 202. It's impossible. Come on, come on, come on. No, I'm not doing qualifying. I don't care, to do the absolute lap time. Besides, normally in qualifying you have to put enough fuel for all the qualifying session, and the rules say that you cannot go slower than a certain amount of, of lap time. So this is more realistic in the end. Where do I get blue flags? Lazy devs, full of bugs always. Gamer Muscle did a nice video about lazy devs. Thank you so much for the nice words. Go have a look at it. Presenti, is that Stefano Presenti? The AK Informatica and the Ferrari team manager? Thanks, mate. Okay, don't watch the chat. Don't read the chat. Don't read the chat. Ah. Oof. That's what happened when you push it way too much. Not good driving. So many yellow flags and blue flags and everything. Alright, let's try again. Very slow on the apex there. Delta is stuck. Everything is fucked up. Wonderful. Oh, lazy devs. Ah, bad exit. I think we fixed the stacked delta time for the next update, but I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I think we fixed it. But sucks. Ah, the delta is fixed. Delta fixed it, I'm driving like shit. That was close. Incredible. I can't put a lap together. Zero 3 flat again. Brake, well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, and now last brake. Yeah. Zero 2. Ooh, fucking hell. Yee. Some slipstream. Need to be too far away. Tires start to give up. Why did I put the 5th gear here? I don't know. Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Ooh, Tozzato went out. Ooh. Ah, just too far. Fuck it. Alright, alright. I was pushing. Alright, alright, alright. Maybe remember where to brake, possibly. That wouldn't be bad, especially if you're not pushing. Oh, the session has ended. So fast. What was it, a qualify? Ah. Race. Didn't know we had to race. Oh my god. 30-minute race. Should we do it? What should I do? Should we do it? Oh my god, should we do the race? I wasn't prepared for a race. We are gonna die! It's midnight and we have to do a race. Come on, I'm so old for this shit. The tires are cold, the brakes are cold, we are all gonna die! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Oof. Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Even the guy from the pits overtook us. Oh, God. Yeah, I just told them who's the boss. They just throw me out of the road. Oh, God. Wonderful. All right. So after the race, we can watch the replay, see who was responsible for that, for actually, hitting a major dev and ban him for life. Oh my God, the sun. Oh look, here are the guys. Ooh, the rear end is a little bit tricky to control. I guess I have some damage. The barn hammer. Poor guy, so back. He stayed so far back away. Yeah, the car doesn't even have high top speed right now. I'm not banning anybody. I mean, it's practice. It's for fun. It happens in real races too, and there are real money. So you have to smile, have a laugh, and keep going. But I am gonna ban him. That's nice here. Ah. Oh, fucking hell. Dear God. Oh. I don't like names. I will disable them. Yeah. With V. Whew. Here, your master. Ah, come on. All right. All right, focus. Let's go. Oh, what happened there? This guy is a little bit risky. Better wait a little bit, maybe catch him down to the main straight, or wait for whatever Aris is about to do. Okay, that was clear. All right. Whee. Come on, Aston, we got the pace. Let's try to catch up. P10, P10. Come on. The pressures are all over the place, probably because I've lost pressure going outside the road, or from the heat, I don't know, or because the ambient temperature is not correct. Oh my god, what is going on? But as we said before, you have to deal with it. Don't think about the pressure, think about driving. That's all you have to do. I don't give a shit about the numbers. To be honest, I would have raced without having any HUD at all. But it's good for you guys to watch and see what's going on. But you don't need it, you don't have to focus on that. You have to focus on the road ahead of you and on the cars. That's all you have to do. And we are P11. 11. Let's catch this Kido with the new V8 Aston Martin. Let's show him what the V12 power means. Oh, fuck! Oh. Oh. What just happened? My god! The car! Whew. What is everybody? Everybody hits me! Do I have a magnet or something? What's going on? Oh, man. But P10, P10. Stop the car, stop the car. Oh, what is happening? No problem, mate, no problem. Pantalone brownies. Oh my god, what's happening, guys? Let's go get that Aston. Let's go get that Aston. V8 is nothing. Whew. Stop. Come on, you're not gonna get the Aston that way. Need to focus more. And I'm P9, I don't even know what is happening. Probably gonna win the race in the end. Everybody gonna die. Where is the kick button? Where is the dev kick button? Win. .04 flat. That's good. That's good. Let's keep that way. Things are flying. Things are flying. That's incredible. Ooh, understeer, aerodynamic understeer there. Just got into the slipstream of that Ferrari and just went straight. The guy is also lagging a little bit. Not happy about that. Very fast though. Oh, he's fast. And he's keep lagging. Come on, V12. Come on, Aston. I better get out of his slipstream a little bit sooner, because I don't want to have any lag issues. Oh man. Oh, that's some bad network there. Oh, come on, I don't want to be behind this guy. He's fast, and he lags, so I don't know what to do. Oof. Better watch out, he's lagging way too much. Damn, the Ferrari is so fast on those fast bends, it's unbelievable. So much downforce. Just can't turn in when I'm behind him. The damn diffuser. Because you should know that each car creates a different amount of slipstream, and the car that follows also feels differently the slipstream. It's not a fixed calculation. Try to get some little bit closer, maybe. No, I'm just understeering. When I'm trying to get closer to him, under braking, then I get under his diffuser and I'm understeering, you know, at the turning. Just damn. And the car has also damage, so I don't have the maximum speed, top speed that I had with the car properly, so it's gonna be very, very hard. Except if he does a mistake like this. No, he didn't. But yeah, let's keep pushing him and see if he will do any mistakes. This fast bends, he's unbelievably fast. But then I catch him here on the downhill. He suffers here. Aha! Come on! Come on! What is he doing? Stay there. Yeah, and that's how you do it. All right. Remember, I'm your dev. Now let's go. You see how I can do the turn in now that I'm not behind him. Much less understeer now. All right, let's go. Let's catch that V8 Aston. Oversteer, Dorifto. Remember, guys, don't be lazy. Do whatever you can to control the car. Very bad. Always trouble with this turn. Always. What is the forest bend? Always in trouble. So 6.4 seconds away from Garcia. Need some rear brake bias. Because I'm pushing it now. So I need some more turn in. Ooh, come on, not like that, Aris. Ah! Where is he? Where is he? Yeah! Yes! Yes! And that's a P6. That's the way you do it. I'm gonna end in P5. Just 7 minutes. Can I make it? P5. Oh, I'm already P5. I'm P5. I told you I'm gonna win. Fuck me. Fuck me. The same error again. Come on, Aris. Don't be a stupid idiot. Come on. That's gonna be the end of it. I can already feel the car very damaged. Pulls towards left. Ah, come on. Sorry guys, I let you down. Sorry guys. Ah, come on. Alright, never give up, never give up. 6 minutes. I can deal with it. And he has problems too, so come on, let's go get him. Oh my god! Brown flag, brown flag! Woohoo! It doesn't turn. Doesn't turn. Whew. What on earth is happening in this race? How are we gonna do 3 hours of this hell? Have no top speed whatsoever. Nothing at all. Four minutes. Ooh, suffering, suffering. Lots of suffering. Whew. Ah. Have no top speed, nothing at all. I can't do this turn. Not anymore. Real men go downhill. Who is that? Who was saying that? Tusia, right? The Drift King. Tusia was saying, real men race downhill. I have no aerodynamics, I have no tires, I have no steering system, I just keep going. That's the essence of endurance racing, guys. That's right here. That's it. Just go for it. Push. Oh boy, I'm trying really hard. Whew. Ooh, lock, lock, lock. Excellent, now I have also vibrations from flat spot. Yeah, it gets better, lap after lap. Jesus. What on earth is happening? What happened? Why? No fuel. No fuel. I bet he has no fuel. P3! I'm on the podium! But practically I'm last, but I'm P3. Alright! Why else are you pushing? I'm pushing because you never know what can happen. P2 might, you know, have a loss of focus, or I can have it too. And he can end his race before the race ends. Ha! What did I just say? I don't know. Turn! You see, yellow flag in sector 3. Oh boy, I want to see this. Tell me that it's P2. All right, well done to the leader, Dimov. Dimov, well done, mate. Well done for surviving and for being fast while surviving. That's it. Yeah, fireworks, 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 P3. And that's the perfect timing to say that did you know that the fireworks have actual physics and the sound comes to you with the correct time. So first you see the fireworks like this. First you see them go up and then you hear the noise coming back to you. All right, and not only that, their noise also, the speed of travel of their sound depends on the temperature of the air and the humidity, so the air density. So yeah, that's all programmed by Alvio Constantini, who did the sound system. The guy is another crazy guy. So yes, and now you know. P3. Champagne. That was amazing. Let me save the replay. I don't know if I have enough replay. Maybe yes, save it. Yeah, good. That's gonna be fun. Right. Firework simulator. Yes, guys. All right. Return to garage and say hi to everybody. Great. Whoops. Mayhem, mayhem. Nice. So yes, I was P3 and I was practically last, something like that. uh, all right, okay, good. That was really fun. I can't even imagine what's going to happen after tomorrow. So that is check who made you spin. That's okay. That's okay. It's all fun, and you know everything is for the better. I mean, yes, I got heated, and the guy also asked, sorry. I mean, happens. But then we had all this recovery, and the car was beaten out, and everything was going crazy. It was great. It was great. Great fun. I mentioned next update release date. No, I didn't mention the date. It will be V.1.4. Obviously, we're not stopping, but I didn't mention any date. You thought that you would get me out of my enthusiasm, but I didn't. All right. All right. All right. Ooh, Kevin got out. All right. So, I can ban P1 and P2 so I win. That's a great idea. I like the way you think, my friend. Ha, Suzuka 12 hours is going to be amazing. Yeah. Oh, hello, Redline Motorsport. Who is it? James? Who is that? I don't remember. I don't know. But hi there. Thanks for visiting. Up. Aris, America or Asia? I don't know, guys. I'm in Italy. Let's hope we all survive, the coronavirus. Can I maybe elaborate a bit on the damage system? It has some great stuff and some not so great stuff. Mainly, the not so great stuff is that we don't have lots of, body damage. It's quite limited. It's limited both because of licensing requests, and like we cannot lose parts, and both because we didn't make it to make something more, more important. So that's our bad. We have some extra different kinds of damage that it's pretty cool, like the tires that they lose pressures, or you lose, you can have a puncture if you go outside the road or hit a curb way too hard, which is great. And I think we are the only ones having this one. So you lose some, you gain some, you win some, but definitely uh, damage in terms of body damage, it's not one of our best moments, let's say. What it happens is the more you hit the car nowadays, because before it was even worse, but nowadays at least, the more you hit the car, the more damage you get. So tiny little hit might give you nothing, but if you hit it again, hit it again, hit it again, then you're gonna lose downforce. You might have more drag. You might have your suspension bent, so you are forced to work with the steering wheel and stuff like that. Yeah, that's how it works mainly. But it is a tiny little bit basic. I admit this. It's. I mean, you have to be objective about it. It is what it is. Uh, all right. So okay. Um, what's that? It's 45 minutes past 12. So I think that's it, right? Let me say bye to the guys on the chat. Say hi to Kevin Ciclari, very, very fast driver, by the way, and great guy all around. All right. And out. Well, that was epic. I wasn't expecting to do a race, but it was great. Simon, yeah, Redline Motorsport TV. Simon was is here on the chat. Thanks for letting us race tonight. Yeah, Kevin is a great driver, and again, very very good guy. Um, all right, since I'm here, just a final thing about the user interface. So, did you know? Again, quick join is not only just a quick join of any server, but it has some very nice features behind it. So, for example, if you have some friends on Steam and they already play Assetto Corsa, by pressing quick join, the server will try to check the ID and the Steam ID and the Steam ID of your friends that you have on your Steam list, friends list, and it will try to put you on the same server with your friends. So if you have a couple of friends, uh, become friends also in Steam chat, whatever it is, and then with quick join, if some of them is online already on a server, quick join will put you, will try at least to put you into the same server. If it doesn't find any friends, it will try to put you into a server that have with people that on average have similar ratings as you. So now you know that. Kevin Blanchett says, "Have I decided who is gonna drive first, second, and third?" Not really. Usually, I drive for last, and Gergo drives first, and Kevin second. But we haven't decided yet. Thanks, A Games, for the congratulations. Appreciate it. Thank you. Kevin Lowe has no friend, feels bad. Don't worry, man. I mean, we are all together in the same chat, so feels good to be here, right? No worries. Why AI car accident doesn't happen in fly races? It does happen, rarely, but it does happen. It happens more if you put much more aggressiveness on the AI, but it is it's more unique than rare, let's say. So it happens really very, very occasionally. Um, Here's the situation. I'll be honest. This is also something about um, game design, okay, and what you have to do. So obviously, we know users and ourselves too tend to think that, if I think something in my way and I like it, then everybody else will like it like that. Unfortunately, the reality is completely different, that I can assure you it is really, really different. For example, if you have many AI cars hitting each other and causing accidents, you might think that this is cool and realistic, but the big majority of users, and I'm not talking about hardcore users, but users, that there are occasional users, casual players, and those are the people that, buy the game, give us money so that we can get those kinds of licenses, and then make the hardcore users happy. But normal users will think that this is a bug, right? I mean, to give you an example, I've just explained in my last small video that if you have some damage, the front headlights, if they are damaged, you brake or you go into bumps and they flash. Okay, many people wrote on the comments that they thought that was a bug, not an actual feature of the game. So you know, everybody thinks something different about how a game works and what it should do. I give you another very, very old example that has nothing to do with Assetto Corsa Competizione, but makes you look things into a different perspective, especially if you are a game developer and you have to take into account such stuff. Um, when we were working on Netcar Pro. Now, Netcar Pro had an amazing feature that um, if you had to change your tires manually, okay, and for example, you had to press the starter and start the engine, but just with one or two tries, and you had to work with the accelerator. If you didn't do it correctly, then the battery would die out and you couldn't start the engine anymore. Now, I agree that in terms of user interface, it wasn't good enough and never explained you what was happening. But of course, the community back then was much smaller, and the games had much smaller user base, so you could ask people and learn about it, right? But anyway, I digress. Fact is that we got thousands of emails back asking for a refund because they couldn't start the car, because after a couple of laps, the car was undrivable and sliding everywhere. They couldn't, change their tires manually. And honestly, we got thousands and thousands of hate mail and refund requests about that. That puts again into perspective some things, and you learn to, in terms at least of, I'm not talking realism, but in terms of game design, mm, side features, to be very careful on what you're doing with the game. And we're still learning. We still have lots to learn, and we still have, to make our games to explain more to the user what it has to do if the game understands that the user doesn't know what to do. So lots of stuff like that that you only learn with experience. And I can assure you um, this is painful. You have to talk about this, and you get sometimes um, bad criticism, not yours is fine, but bad criticism from people telling you, you don't do this, why you don't do it, it's not realistic. It's not so easy, because if by doing a feature, then we sell just to 10,000 people, then we just close the company and we cannot work to what we like, and you guys cannot get another great simulator in the future. So you have to balance, again, not realism of the physics of the driving, but at least game design options and user interface options and stuff like that. All right. Uh, The FIA will change the technical rules of GT3 in 2022. If I think this is a good thing, well, here's the situation. ZT3 supposedly is about client driving, and the cars have are becoming more and more complicated to drive, especially at high speeds because of their aerodynamics. And you all now know why they're getting too much speed sensitive, right? And this is an issue for customer drivers. And history always repeats itself. I remind you, we had in the past GT1 cars. GT1 cars became too fast, too difficult, too dangerous. We get back to the GT2 cars. The GT2 cars became too fast, too dangerous. We came back to the GT3 cars, right? They were actually Group A at some point, Group N. If you, for example, the actual Aston Martin we are driving is an old school GT3. It doesn't have any diffuser. It has limited aerodynamics. You drive it in an intuitive way. You just have to rotate a little bit, go through it. That's it. The McLaren is a prototype practically. It doesn't have a Kevlar carbon fiber chassis tube. So, and the Ferrari has amazingly advanced aerodynamics that you have to put the car not in a rake with the front end lower than the rear, but almost equal, or at some uh, circuits even the front ride height higher than the rear. So as you can see, the cars become more and more and more complicated, faster and more difficult. The solution, you get GT4 cars, and now they also made the new GT2 category, which has much, they are faster but has much less aerodynamics. So at some point, the GT3 cars are going to be, eliminated, banned out, outbanned, and the new GT4 cars will become better and better and better and better, and history repeats itself again and again and again. That's how it happens every time. Do I prefer front engine or mid engine GT3 cars? I prefer front mid engine. It's easier to deal with. But sometimes I really like also the excitement that a rear mid engine car gives you. Yeah, GT1, Aston Martin Spa 2006. Remember, guys, Ferrari 550 from the old GTR2. Yeah, that was. Aris Nissan 2019. I guess you mean 2018. Uh, no, actually, yes, 2019. Livery front center headlights are missing. Why? I think they do not. We can check it out together here. It depends if you choose. Uh, mm, sorry, a sprint race or an endurance race. It changes automatically. So if you go into single player, for example, and you do a sprint race, quick, quick, endurance. No, where am I? Because I'm into the Intercontinental. Let's go 2019. So Intercontinental is all endurance. So again, hot, quick race, sprint race. Okay, sprint race weekend. You go get the Nissan. It's not even here on this track. Let's see if I can find it on a different track, possibly. So what was it? Misano? Misano. Let's see. It's not here again. Uh, where did you find it? Zandvoort, maybe. It's not here. Are you sure that we had the Nissan somewhere in the sprint race? Because for sure, let me check. So endurance, 24 hours. Go in and Nissan, and it has the extra headlights. Is this what you mean, or is something else that I haven't understood? There was no Nissan in Sprint series exactly. Maybe there was one in 2018. Maybe I don't remember. That's not. Uh, Kevin Law says, can you do a video on characteristics of different cars in the future? The devlog blogs only talk about the older cars. Yes, but I already did some a video about the main characteristics of bid engine, front engine, stuff. Or do you mean take a car and explain how it behaves and what you should do and how the car was made? You mean something like that, I guess. Yes, that is something that I have to do, but takes time, one live stream at a time. But certainly we can do it. Uh, can I increase the font size or change the bold of the text at the top right of the user interface below the colored marks that FX says are inconsistent, inconsistent, very good, etc. You mean the ratings? No, no, I can ask. I don't know. All right then. Okay, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, guys. Let's go all get some sleep, right? Or if you prefer, just go and have a race yourself and try to see if you can, uh, survive the Mount Panorama. Center low light, low right, maybe. I don't know. Next time, maybe if you join the stream and I'm also better with my mind because I'm right now I'm like nothing works inside here. Tell me again, and we can see it again. Or maybe you know what? Make a screenshot, circle it, and send it to me on the forums or wherever you can find me. Okay, guys. I think that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for having the patience to watch me rambling every time. Remember, subscribe, tell your friends, everything. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and see you on see you tomorrow. Go and watch the a couple of races that are very long endurance races, or Noctan racing and the other one that I don't remember. I will be probably joining for to watch them, so I'll be might be in the chat at some point. And remember, on Sunday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we have the 3 hours race with the Kunos racing team at Mount Panorama. All right. See you all. Goodbye.